Yes, guys, so I want to talk about something. But first of all, this video is about the type of friends you should keep in North Cyprus. Alright? The type of friends you should keep in North Cyprus is going to determine your success in Kuzey Kibris. Kuzey Kibris is the Turkish name of North Cyprus. I don't know, Kibris is Cyprus, Kuzey is Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus or something. Yeah, my Turkish is not that good, but these are the type of friends you shouldn't keep in North Cyprus. In fact, don't follow them. Yes, but before I even continue with the video, someone came to me and was trying to ask me which university is recognized in North Cyprus. I have said this on this YouTube channel countless times that all the schools in North Cyprus, irrespective of the school you are, if you are in CIU, GAU, EMU, Near East, Left K, or CSU, you shouldn't panic. The only thing you should focus and concentrate on is how to stand out of the crowd. What I mean by how to stand out of the crowd is make sure you perform, you score high grades, all right? This is especially for the master's degree students, because if you don't make it up to a GPA of 3 points, you will not be able to do the thesis. That is a fact, all right? Now, moving further, if you are in any of these universities, make sure you perform well, all right? Read and read and read until you pass well, all right? Thank you so much. Now, these are the type of friends you have to avoid in North Cyprus. I would say this because of experience, all right? Let me tell you a story before I even continue. Once because I was living in Kyrenia while schooling in Nicosia, there were these Pakistani guys who always leave very early in the morning and go to work. They used to distribute pizza and kebab. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. So they had this particular friend who used to smoke a lot. He would get up in the morning, he would just smoke. Sometimes when I lock the door and I'm going to school, he's just in there smoking. So it came to my notice that this guy never contributed to the rents. All right, the rent they were paying, he never contributed. So one night it broke to a fight, or a fight occurred, and they were, let me say, the police came chasing people out of the apartment. And if we were not lucky enough to get our residence permit, we might have been deported, all right, or maybe asked to pay some money, because when you are caught without a residence permit, especially when is, let me say, something like a scene or a fight occurs and the police have to storm the neighborhood and you don't have it, you are gone. They will lock you and you will only pay from 5,000 Turkish lira before you may be released or maybe even sent back home. So you have to be careful, all right? You have to be careful. Now, this is the point. Friends who scam. Yes, I don't know if scamming is the correct word I'm supposed to use. I just pray YouTube doesn't penalize me for this. But friends who do that, who extort money from people online, I hope we understand what I mean. There are a lot of them in North Cyprus, if you don't know, all right? There are a lot of them, a lot. And when you realize most of these guys, they like to rent cars. Not just any type of cars, they like to rent cars. They like to drive on high speed. That is what they are capable of doing. I know, I speak from experience. They are somehow very arrogant. Yes, I'm not insulting anybody, but avoid this type of people, because if you are a student and have ambitions, all right, this type of people will waste your time, all right. They will lure you into doing fake things, all right. They will lure you into their so-called job, all right. Yeah, some people say it's a job, but anything that relates to that is a no to me, all right. That is my personal view about that. So avoid this type of people. That is the first thing. The second group of people you have to avoid are the people that go to betting clubs. Yes, I used to go there sometimes, all right? Sometimes, not now, all right? Because sometimes we do things in life that we end up maybe regretting, or we start thinking of how it starts to happen. Yeah, circumstances and situations may lure you into certain things. So what I'm saying is, it's not a bad idea to go there. But do not go there and use the small money that is being sent to you from home or sent to you for upkeep. You bet on games, what type of game, whichsoever thing I do not understand. Do not bet on games if you are a student in North Cyprus. Because first, it will drain your funds. Secondly, it will drain your emotions. Thirdly, It may put you into depression. Fourthly, you may spend a lot of your time doing useless things instead of reading your book or your notes or taking down your points in school. That is an advice. I always speak from experience. Please, if you must go there, do not bet. If you are going to betting clubs, know the limit. But like I said, to be safe, avoid people that will take you to betting clubs as a student in North Cyprus, because the temptation is too high. You may be lured or maybe convinced to do it. I am just telling you, avoid it. Those of you who always bet on football, yes, you can bet. It depends on you. But like I said, as a student in North Cyprus, avoid betting clubs. That is my advice for you. The next group of people or the category of people you have to avoid, all right, you have to avoid, because first, to keep your health in order, and secondly, to keep your brain in order, are the group of persons who smoke. All right, students who smoke, especially us who come from Africa. I understand there are certain things we consider in Africa as taboo. If you are in North Cyprus as an international student, yes, I am saying it because I know a lot of things will happen along the way, and some of you might be like confused. Yes, I know, because I am getting messages every day from people asking me a couple of things, a lot of questions. Avoid friends who smoke, because first, you as the inhaler, all right, let's assume you have a friend who always smoke in the apartment. Now, you have to avoid the position or the friend, because you inhaling the smoke is going to cause a lot of damage to your lungs, all right? You have to know that smoke from cigarettes cause damage, serious damage to the health, all right? People don't know, but that is the truth. So you have to avoid such people. Secondly, people who smoke will tend to behave very funny. I'm not saying everyone who smokes is a bad person, but like I said, in North Cyprus, there are a lot of things a lot of you would not understand. A lot of things a lot of you will not understand until it starts happening to you before you would know. Yes. Now, like I said, if you have a friend in an apartment who smoke, this is why I always insist that before you move into an apartment, sometimes it's good to know who and who is in the apartment. Where are they coming from? Alright, there are some two students who are living together. I'm not going to call their names here for security issues, that I know very well. I know they come from the same country, but they are good students. Yeah, one was even telling me it's better he goes into a studio apartment alone. So I told him, no, it's going to cost you more money. Alright, let's do it this way because I know these people. That is how it is. Before you go into an apartment, always try to know. I know sometimes time may not be on our side, but at least try to know who is in that apartment, all right? Because if you go and you find yourself in between smokers, that is a serious problem to you. First, your mental stability may not be the same, all right? And it's not everybody. Like me, for example, I don't like people who smoke, or people where they are smoking, I just leave. That is me, because I know what it is, all right? And I know what it can do to the system. Remember, your health is very important in life. Now, this also goes to the category of people who always go chasing women around. If you are in North Cyprus as an international student, all right, people who lure you to chasing women, avoid them. This is the problem. A situation will arise in North Cyprus. Let me tell you the truth, all right? People will not tell you, but let me tell you. You see, let me say the Turkish women, all right, or women from other nationalities, maybe like Russia, UK, Turkey, Lebanon, Jordan, Azerbaijan, Pakistan. They have a culture, all right? This group of people have a culture, and which is different from us. All of us coming from Africa, our own culture is different. Their first problem is that what I notice with Muslims, especially, is that they do not want to see their wives or children linked up with blacks, all right? That is the truth. I don't mean any harm here. I'm not saying it's because of racial differences. No, that is their culture, all right? Especially the Turkish culture. The Turkish culture is in such a way that their women, especially married women, don't stand with single boys on the road. That is the truth. And they don't want to see single boys beside them. Now, if you go and start chasing women, or probably chasing married women, that is a problem for you. There is a situation that occurred one time in Famagusta, all right? It was according to the news that we got, because I was in Kyrenia. Some people came saying that because it involved a Nigerian guy and some Turkish guys, and a fight broke out, and finally we lost this our Nigerian brother, which was not what we intended doing. Yes, people will say Black Lives Matter, stop racism and things like that. No, there are some things, if you are not in your home country, you don't do them. Even in your home country, I don't support people who run after married women. If you are a single guy and a lady is single, true and fine, you guys can discuss. In your home country, when you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. Avoid situations that will put you into problem. This is my candid advice. A situation broke out in Famagusta, I think 2 years ago, and finally we lost this guy because we did not know how it started. Some people said he was dating one Turkish girl. Some people said no, it was the girl who was dating him. And some fights came out, and we got information that some people came beat him up and throw him up somewhere, which I don't know. But like I said, avoid situations that will lead you into problem. You went to North Cyprus to study. Know where you are coming from. All right. North Cyprus, first of all, is very difficult to live. All right. Very, very, very difficult to live in, especially if you are poor and you come from a poor background. Some people don't know. Avoid friends that will lure you into such activities, because you are endangering your life. I don't know if it's the correct English word I'm using by endangering. Yeah, I'm an environmentalist, so I used to hear of endangered species. If you keep moving like that, you are an endangered species. Avoid such situations and friends, all right? There are a lot of good guys in North Cyprus. I used to live with Nigerians. Some people say Nigerians are not good people, but to me, Nigerians are very good people. We just have a set of bad people in between our societies, all right? I, for example, I'm a Cameroonian. We still have people who behave very funny in Cameroon. Even some Cameroonians in North Cyprus behave very funny. I know some who used to behave very funny. But I have a Nigerian brother, all right? Sometimes it was even this brother who used to pay my rent. He is somewhere now, and we are still very good brothers. I have a lot of good Nigerians guys I know, all right? They are very good people. Everyone is good, but when you notice someone who is not good, you are the one to decide on what to do, all right? Especially, I'm repeating this, especially in North Cyprus. If you are not careful, you may turn up doing funny things. Be careful, all right? Be careful. I'm doing this video because someone asked me to do it in order to enlighten some of the things. Girls in particular, be careful, girls, all right? Be careful, because at the end of the day, if you contact HIV and AIDS, you are on your own. I'm telling you these things, nobody told me. You are on your own. If anything happens to you, maybe probably the friends you were roaming around with, you will not find them again. That is the truth. You will never see them. All right? You will never see them. I'm just telling you the truth. Avoid problems. Avoid problems in North Cyprus. Pay attention to your academics. All right? Pay attention to your school. Pay attention to your exams, your laboratory exercises. Those of you who are bachelor students, you may, let me say not may, you will do Turkish courses. Pay attention to the language. It's very important. There was one time, one man from the United Kingdom, he was coming from Manchester. He was a tourist in North Cyprus not long ago. He told me sometime, he asked where I come from. I told him. He said, how many languages can I speak? I told him I'm trying a little bit of Turkish, but besides that, I speak English and French. He said, that is very good. If I can push along and I know them maybe to an advanced level, and maybe if I can learn a little bit of Chinese and Spanish, that will put me in a better footing in the world market. That is the truth. Those are the type of people you should associate with. Not friends that will tell you, let's go and drink kebab, let's go and eat. How much do they have? Nothing. But they want you to go and spend. Tomorrow you will not have money to feed. Like I said, you have to be careful. Very, very careful. Alright? I know this video may not make sense to some people. I know it will make sense to some people. But this is just like an advice. Take what I'm saying and you push what is not making any sense to you. Yes, you must not agree with all what I'm saying. One guy came into one of my videos and he was like, this guy is very funny. He is doing videos about every place. Yes, that was what I paid tuition fee in schools to learn, to get brains, all right? So that what I don't know, I teach those who know, or those who don't know. People who know still taught me, all right? I'm still teaching people who know more than me. People who are above me are still teaching me, and I take it. Everybody can teach everyone, all right? So when I give an advice and it doesn't suit you, no problem. You can discharge it and you move forward. But like I said, those of you boys, I know we have our ways, but avoid this type of people. Avoid friends that will lure you into moving around women in North Cyprus. I'm telling you the truth. Avoid people who do scamming. I'm telling you the truth. Avoid people that will always take you to betting places. Yes, you can go there and have a chat with somebody, but don't remove your money and put on bets, all right? Don't do it, especially in house. I'm saying this thing and I'm laughing. It may be very funny, but I know what I'm saying, all right? I hope this helps somebody. For those of you who haven't done your residence permit or your student permits, please make sure you do it. That is the first document that is going to show that you are legal in North Cyprus. Do it now. Don't say I didn't tell you. Do it. It's very important. Thank you for watching my video. I hope the video helps you. If it doesn't help you, no problem. Share to a neighbor or a friend or a family member. It's still going to help the person, okay? Until we meet again in another one. Videos will keep dropping. I talk about so many other countries. Like I said, I'm a researcher, I'm a scientist, I'm an environmentalist, and I'm also a geologist. Yes, you may think that these things are too much for me, but yes, I know what I can do. Those are my titles, all right? Thank you so much for watching. Until we meet again in another one. Peace.